Hey everybody, I'm here with Ron Placone and the miserable liberal Steph Zamorano. You can hear him, you can't see him.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
So, Donald Trump gave his speech, State of the Union, and he did that thing where he points to a soldier or a soldier's family who's been killed or maimed in a pointless war somewhere. And it happened again, right? So there was in Yemen, we've been bombing Yemen and cluster bombing them and using drones and what have you. But this is, Donnie Tanahan's called for a boots on the ground invasion, right? Or operation. And so we had soldiers there, got killed. We also killed like 30 civilians. And an 8-year-old girl got shot in the neck. That's the sister. She's an American citizen. Also, her brother was killed by Barack Obama when he was 16. Targeted drone strike. So now Trump comes around and shoots his sister in the neck. 8-year-old. So like 30 civilians were killed. That's another video. We're going to talk about that in another video. But the point of this video is to show kind of how disgusting war propaganda goes, right? So that guy lost his life. A soldier lost his life in Yemen. They ended up killing 30 civilians. It's for nothing. Fighting terrorism in Yemen, to one of the poorest countries in the goddamn world. We're there at the behest of Saudi Arabia. Some of the most extreme, crazy people in the world. Saudi Arabia. Extreme theocracy. We're propping it up, always have. And we're in Yemen killing people at their behest.
We are blessed to be joined tonight by Corinne Owens, the widow of U.S. Navy Special Operator, Senior Chief William Ryan Owens. Ryan died as he lived, a warrior and a hero, battling against terrorism and securing our nation.
Poor woman. I hate this shit. She's being used as a prop for more war. Just look at the pain that woman's in. Her whole life is gone. Her husband was killed for no reason in Yemen. And then she gets invited to come and I don't even know what is this supposed to do for us? I know what this is supposed to do. I'm sorry. I know what this is supposed to do. This is supposed to make us not question war. Because you have to respect the soldiers and look at their family. Look at that woman's broken. This is what we do to people. And then we give them bullshit applause like this. Hey, I'm saying respect this woman. I'm saying respect her husband and their sacrifice. I'm saying using them as props like this has got to stop. We've got to stop doing this. Because this is frickin' gross. And instead of using her example for getting us out of stop doing this stuff, they're using this. Trump went on to propose $54 billion more spending on bombs and killing people. Not on education, not on healthcare, not on roads and bridges, not for medicine, not to help the refugees we created. No, 54 to go kill more people for no reason.
He made that comment about how we need to, quote, start winning wars again, too. He added that part.
I mean, look at that woman. I mean, she's shattered. She doesn't know what to do. And all these people are sitting around applauding her. It breaks your heart. And shame on all those people. Shame on all those people. Instead of chanting, stop this goddamn murdering machine we have called a drone. What are we doing? The war on terror. A war on terror. So that means you never have to end it, which is exactly what it means. Well, we say there's terror, and then we just go get it. Instead of each individual situation being unique that we have to assess, we just go, oh, what are we in Yemen? Terror. Somalia? Terror. Syria? Terror. Libya? Terror. Afghanistan? Terror. What are we doing? Iraq? Terror. So instead of having conversations about each different country we're going to invade and blow and kill people and drop bombs in, we don't. And they're all applauding. As if the people dying in the Mideast right now in America's name are actually doing it for us. They're doing it for nothing. They're doing it for oil. They're doing it for money, for not their money, for the war profiteers. That's what they're doing it for. Nonstop. We've been in Afghanistan now 15 years. 16? 15 years. That's like a generation. That war's going to get retired soon. A couple more years, that war's going to get Social Security. What are we fucking doing? How many more women have to look like this? They have to be shattered. She's shattered. And everybody's making themselves feel good by applauding for her. Ugh. Her life is shattered. Her husband's gone. And of course, the media says that they'll never say stop doing that. Chris Matthews, Rachel Maddow, Don Lemon, Jake Tapper, nobody will come out and say stop doing that. That's gross and bullshit, and that's exploitive. And when are we going to stop these fucking wars? News people will never say that shit. So here's Katie Tour's tweet at the top. She said about that moment, what the president did with Owen's widow was capital P presidential. It was the single most extraordinary moment I've ever seen from Trump, by far. You mean that he read words off a teleprompter while the news broadcast grievance porn? Grieving porn? That's what that is. Jake Tapper, he became president of the United States in that moment, period. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Because he ordered a raid on one of the poorest countries in the world that ended up killing 30 frickin' innocent people and soldier. That's why he became president. You mean, what about all those times he said that Bo Bergdahl was a traitor? What about when he said John McCain wasn't a hero because he got captured? But now because he sent someone to get killed for nothing, now he's a president. Right, Jake? Jesus Christ. Fucking worthless media. What worthless. John Brescian, he said that was Reagan-esque moment for Trump. Oh, my God. Tim Alberta said, etched into eternity. What a moment. Another blue check. Wow, that moment. That's Aaron Blake. John Roberts. We all know John Roberts. He's at Fox now. He used to be at CNN. Now he's at Fox. He used to be at CBS. Now he's at Fox. That moment with Karen Owens was the first time an address to Congress has ever brought tears to my eyes. Wow. The media is doing it again for Trump. This is a pretty amazing moment. Really was a sense of distance between Obama and military culture. But Trump, the draft dodger who called John McCain not a hero because he got captured, he's got a real tight with the military.
Well, he does know more than all the generals, so that might be why he's so tight.
Dan Merica, from CNN says Navy SEAL's widow provides emotional high point in Trump's speech. Chris Majorian says the most memorable moment of the speech is undoubtedly showcasing the grieving widow of the Navy SEAL who died in Yemen. I really liked that part. That was good. Get my grieving porn going.
Thanks for providing that emotional high point. That was so nice of her to provide the tears because her husband's dead.
I wish they would have brought out some more, maybe some dead kids or something. Maybe some kids to cry. That would have been fantastic. Thanks for that. Like, it's a show. It is a show. That she was there. She was staged. She's a prop. Here's what actual soldiers had to say. This is Bill Putnam. He said, no, Van Jones, he exploited her and her family's grief. Oh. Because Jake Tapper was quoting Van Jones. So it wasn't Jake Tapper's quote, but he was quoting Van Jones. And I think he was tweeting that not because he disapproved. Talking about Jake Tapper. So here's another guy. Here's another real soldier. Get the camera off this poor woman, for fuck's sake. Oh. Brandon Friedman, another... Trump speaking for the dead Navy SEAL just now is one of the worst things I've ever seen. I'm sorry, the guy just died 2 weeks ago. This is wrong. This is using a death for political gain in the worst way. You think? Maybe somebody ought to tell Van Jones and Jake Tapper and Katie Tour that shit. God damn it. And John Roberts. Our civil-military divide has grown so deep and wide that most don't even see how this use of Owen's widow was inappropriate. That's Philip Carter. Andrew J. Swick said, after that political exploitation of Ryan Owen's widow, here's a reminder of the President of the United States' earlier comments. Did he just ad-lib on a deceased service member looking down with happiness for an extended applause? Chris Shannon says, Van Jones, what were you thinking? Was that what that is? WRT? What's WRT?
I'm actually not sure.
What are you thinking? Is that what's WRT, using widow of Navy SEAL as political prop? He became president of the United States in that moment. You can go fuck yourself. So that's what real soldiers think about it. Do you see what the media thought about it? And I got this, by the way. Brandon Friedman collected that. Media people in my feed left viewed Trump's Navy SEAL moment last night very differently from the veterans.
Well, I'm sure all those reporters have been reporting from the Middle East.
Oh, I'm sure they know how the carnage. What's that? They don't even know what we're doing. I'll guarantee goddamn to you, Katie Tour has no idea what's fucking going on in Yemen, why we're there, how long we've been bombing, what we're using to bomb. I bet she knows nothing about it. But she sure knows that Donnie Trump, man, boy, he's a really good president. He really became. That's a great thing. Ugh. How fucking stupid are the news people? They don't know exploitation and these are the people bringing you the news. These are the people they're being used as props. The news is then going out spreading propaganda for war. And you wonder how we got into war in the first goddamn place? Because every one of these sons of bitches bang the drum for war in the first fucking place. Ugh. Worthless news media. Worthless. Way to go, John Roberts. Way to go, Jake Tapper. You will never have the balls to call that out for what it really is. Soldiers will call it out, but the news media will again lie to their own viewers about what it really is. Because you don't have the balls to tell the truth. And you wonder why people get their news from YouTube? This is why people get their news from YouTube. Because they know you're all full of fucking shit. In the tank for the military-industrial complex, there isn't a war you guys never liked. You all like them all. And right now, you're all banging the drum for World War III with Russia. Way to go. Worthless news media. Hey, the next live Jimmy Dore show is March 4th. That's a Saturday. Get your tickets right below. The next one after that is March 20th. The shows sell out really fast, so get your tickets right now. Links right there.